I'm not going to pull pranks in an airport or something, but just, on the street.
That's what we've really lost, is the old airport pranks.
Yeah, the golden age of airport pranks is long gone.
Welcome to No One Can Know About This, a podcast where we play every Final Fantasy. I'm Jeff Ekman.
And I'm Ryan Kazmiski.
And here we go. We've reached the point of last season's ending, Season 3, Episode 13.
Mm-hmm.
We're halfway through.
Yeah, we're approaching the definitive midpoint of the game.
Yeah,
I say that every episode recently, but
I know.
It's still true.
It's still true. We go slowly enough that it can continuously be true.
So where we left last week off...
The big goofy dinner with Gemper Gestal.
Mm-hmm. And it's been decided that some of us are going to go with Terra to go talk some sense into the Espers.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of them, they're all going like, this still feels like a trap.
Right.
But what we're going to do about it is keep our eyes open.
Right. We're going to stay here
and you go do the trap.
Yeah. you go fall into their trap, and we'll stay here and investigate.
Yeah.
With no way of contacting you if we find out any vital information.
So, yeah, I was thinking about it, and that is like a step up from the reasoning of the characters last season, where they were like, oh, a trap, huh? Well, I guess we're doing the trap. And
right.
This time, at least, they're like weary about it.
Right.
They're not really doing anything.
They're not
going to
change anything. Yeah. But so we've got to go to the town of Albrook to find a big Magitech ship or something, and we're going to take that to a place called the Crescent Island.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we're entering this episode.
Yeah, on the boat on the way, I believe.
Did you want to try to you wanted to just talk generally?
I was just going to say, I feel like we've been blowing through these openings and we never stopped to discuss anything else.
Right, like what are you playing these days?
Well, yeah, I did. I wanted to say I've been playing Octopath Traveler.
Yeah, me too. It's a really great game.
Squaresoft's new like throwback JRPG, and I think it's a delight.
It is a delight.
I know, like, one of our listeners got in touch saying that they were playing it too. I don't know that I need to talk about that. Fuck this. Now that I'm saying it out loud, you know what? We're not going to add this to this segment. Nobody needs to know that. They're here for Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
And
we'll do it this once.
Etymology discussions and shit like that.
Yeah, understanding of words.
Yeah.
And phrases. So let's get into it.
Mm-hmm.
And let's go. I'm terrible at that. The dot that's right up and to the right?
Yeah. This has got to be it.
Some strange guy's trying to sell glowing stones.
What? When I wouldn't buy one, he said he was going to Zen.
We're hearing weird shit about this other town, T-Zen, which this guy says some weird person is selling glowing rocks there.
Yeah, what that is like a clue to find an optional piece of magicite later in the game.
And maybe it'll come back up.
It just might,
It
Jeff.
just might.
You'll just have to tune in to see.
Yeah, T-Zen, we've seen
The name
mentioned a bunch. It's not just Samsung's layer on top of Android. It's also a town in this game.
There you are. Another of the Empire's generals and a person I hired in town will be traveling with us.
Oh, he comes and goes like the wind.
A person he hired in town.
Let me introduce General Celis and Shadow!
In the town of Albrook is a big ship, which seems to be run by General Leo. And General Leo's hired somebody in town, somebody we very much love, who comes and goes like the wind. It's Shadow.
Yeah.
He hired Shadow.
Oh, we already know them. We're good friends with one of them, and the other one was...
Yeah, look at Locke's face. Our departure isn't till tomorrow. I've arranged some lodging for you. Please, get some rest.
He's too awesome. He's doomed, right? Like, General Leo has to die.
He's the only, truly no flaws character.
He's like the nicest guy.
Has to sacrifice himself. And I'm gonna be really bummed when it happens.
See, it's different. Whenever he sees Terra, he goes, Terra! And when he sees Celeste, he goes, Celeste.
Right, he screams at Terra.
Hey, Shadow.
I'm working for the Empire, but don't worry, I'm not going to garrote you. What does that mean?
The, wire that you choke people with, like an assassination thing.
Oh.
He's like...
That's a fucked up thing to tell somebody.
I'm working for Empire, but don't worry.
Yes.
I'm not going to get at you.
Yes.
I will not gut you like fish.
Yes, I will not strangle you with my
It's
bare
a
hands.
joke in my homeland.
Yes.
Magic armor is being refurbished. I don't like the sounds of that.
I will not use piano wire to choke you out to death. I've only heard it as piano wire. I didn't realize that there was a name for it.
I think it's when you've got, like, handles on the end.
No. Of course there's a name for it.
It's you've turned the piano wire into something that will never be used for pianos again. I'm pretty sure that's what a garrote is. Celeste, where are you?
That was the kind of thing, like, I remember learning a bunch more about weapons when I started playing D&D. And I was like, oh, a bolus that's what that's called? Where you, like, throw the thing and it's got
all
the
kinds
things?
of useful things you learn playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Exactly. I mean, I use it every day in my life, a bolus.
Where the fuck did she go?
Is there something in that clock?
There was before, we already got it.
Yeah, if you're not aware, all the clocks in this world usually have items in them.
Yeah.
So we always want to check the clocks.
Like, of all the places with hidden items, clocks seem to be the most frequent.
We're not just checking the clock to be like, is the time right?
Yeah. It is.
It is. But also, there's like a candy bar.
They don't refill the clocks around here.
Yeah, they don't restock the clocks. Every time they wind them, they, like, hide candy.
Exactly. Or it's just the clockmaker's little secret thing for himself, and he keeps showing up and being like, who's taking all my shit?
I was
out of the
imagining
clocks?
that, like, the guy whose job it is to wind the clocks, like, hides candy for the kids, and we're walking around going, like, someone left candy.
The kids show up, he's like, kids, you didn't find the candy that I left for you? And the kids are all like, it was empty today.
I always imagine when you say this, like a little European kid who's like, Papa, there was supposed to be candy in the clock, but there's no sweeties in the clock today. When is the clock man coming back? Papa, where's the chocolates? No chocolates for Sunday? No chocolates?
Oh, it's in the clock.
He's using the clock.
I love this voice.
Well, we have many more Final Fantasy games to voice.
We do.
I don't know where Celis went.
We saw her on the boat.
Yeah, and then she saw us and was shy and walked away.
But last time we saw her, she zoomed off into another universe, right?
Yeah, she did.
And now she's just on the boat, hired in town. Is that it?
Like, well, because she works for the Empire, right? So he was like, I'm General Leo, this is General Celis, and we've hired the Shadow. So she's back.
But where did she go?
We don't know. That's why I'm trying to find her so that she can have an emotional scene with Locke and tell him all about it, and he'll tell her about his past, and she'll tell him about her past.
Their pasts. Yeah, go to sleep. Separate beds.
Well, he's into Celeste.
I know.
And his girlfriend that he keeps on life support.
Okay, here we go.
So we go to sleep.
Yeah, and then, so the way you find Celeste is in the middle of the night, Locke gets up and, like, goes and finds her on a bridge, and they have sort of, like, an emotional reconnecting.
It has this kind of weird element where he wakes up because he can't sleep. He doesn't, like, go to see her.
No,
right?
no,
he
it's
goes
like
for
sort
a
of
walk.
fate brought them together.
Yeah. And then we have, like, the scene from the opera.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, essentially, yeah. It happens here, yeah.
Except her name isn't Maria anymore.
And instead of adopting the ways of the East, they're finding Espers or something.
Yeah, that's right.
One of these.
One of these. Some puppet theater. Wow.
Come on, why don't you speak to me? Even if it was only a little, I doubted you. But I'm still your friend. It's the opera song.
I know. Well, because this is a real soap opera, you know?
Yeah, and their whole thing, that whole opera was about them. Celeste, Celis, and Celeste.
Celeste.
When a girl runs away, like, you're supposed to follow her, man.
Yeah,
It's the 90s still.
It's the 90s. She wants you to follow her. Ugh.
Watching this, I really feel like playing these games that I played when I was probably in like 5th or 6th grade. I'm starting to realize I think a lot of my like early impressions of how you like woo a girl like came from this, of like what you're gonna want to do to woo someone is to like have an extremely serious conversation with them alone. Like dramatic shit like that.
I thought you were going to say what you really want in order to connect with them is to have something incredibly similar to whatever's going on with them have already happened to somebody else in your past.
Well, no, exactly. It has to be some convoluted piece of drama about like why we're connected.
Right. Yeah, that totally... Yeah, man.
And what I can't tell you about myself. Like this totally... Yeah. Man, this fucked me over for a while. Oh, no, that just ended without any real...
So he's off.
No, he came back.
Oh, he probably... Oh, is he in your party right now?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought maybe he jumped.
He's gone because he killed himself?
Well, look at it. He was on the bridge.
Yeah. It's not that high.
It's sad. He was all sad, looking out over the bridge.
All right, we're ready to go. Sailing the ship across.
We have an actual boat.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if we get to drive it or not.
Well, it's a boat,
but we are on an actual boat.
A sea ship.
All systems A-OK. Yeah, you keep saying that. No one's asking you.
We should arrive tomorrow morning. Why not rest until then? Yep.
2 scenes in a row where we just go to bed.
Wow.
Because we need to pass some time.
Well.
So now comes one of the weirder scenes in the game, where we're like on the boat and it's the middle of the night and everybody wakes up and has a bunch of different very strange interactions.
It's almost like Tara like overheard Locke's like serious confrontation from the night before, and she's like, I feel like that's missing in my life. And just got up in the middle of the night and was like, I wonder who will show up. And it's just like a parade of assholes.
Well, first is the most non-asshole, which is General Leo.
You all right?
Romance out of nowhere.
Really?
I don't know.
Looks like you're feeling better.
Funny, isn't it? I was used by the Empire. Even had my thoughts ripped from me. But here I am, cooperating with the enemy.
People are people. Not all of us are like Kefka.
What? What's with you? Crazy green jacket this guy wears.
It's pretty awesome. I knew you were being used as a kind of biological weapon. And because I didn't do anything about it, I'm no different than Kefka.
I'm the product of a human and an Esper. Will I ever be able to love someone?
Well, if they loved each other, then yeah, duh. Like, you'll be fine.
Why is she concerned about this right now?
I don't know.
Of all the things in the world to be preoccupied with at this moment in time,
of course!
She's like, will I ever have a boyfriend?
Yeah, what?
I'll be your boyfriend, but I haven't felt that way yet.
You never got the tinglies. You're just young, but I understand what you mean. I understand only too well.
I, too, have not been deflowered, so to speak.
I don't know where this is going. We could be each other's first.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
It would be beautiful under the stars on this ocean on this boat deck.
So General Leo walks off, and Tara's still left going like, I want to know now. I can't wait for tomorrow.
Right.
But I want to know what love is now.
Hot.
I want to know what love is.
Let me look out at the ocean and maybe a next asshole will show up.
Who is it? Oh,
shit. He comes like the wind.
Thought I'd sleep out under the stars. Did you hear what we were just talking about?
I did not mean to overhear anything.
Shadow overhears many things.
I cannot help you. You must look within for answer. In this world, there are many like me who have killed their emotions. Don't forget that. Never forget that.
What happened to him?
Something really fucking horrific. Something
dark.
Deeply bad.
So yeah, Shadow comes out and basically tells her, he's like, I overheard you. And then he basically, it's almost like he threatens her. He's like, I overheard you. Would be a shame if somebody fell off the boat at night.
Yeah.
It rolled off. No one would even know.
Well, it's also, he's like General Leo was like, not everybody's like Kefka. There are good people out there. And Shadow comes in behind him to be like,
and he's like,
but some people are like Kefka, and don't forget that.
Exactly,
some people are fucking evil, like me.
He just comes out and, like, he just ruins the mood, basically, and Terra just leaves without saying anything. He's like, maybe this is where I got my romance tips from. Like Shadow. Like, show up unexpectedly and be vaguely threatening.
And then they love it.
They'll think it's mysterious.
What is everybody? What is going on?
Ugh. Oh, he's seasick.
Anyway, after Terra walks away, Locke stumbles out, and he's seasick.
Yeah, to undercut the drama of the scene, they end with some comic relief.
Right, where Shadow's, like, looking at a guy puking over the edge of the thing, going, like, well, there is humor in my heart. Still.
But I think I'm gonna not a word of this to anyone else. Oh, Shrouded One.
Oh, that really worked.
I think I'm gonna
hurl. If you upchuck and I spew, then you and she comes back, then you know it's meant to be.
Whatever the fuck that line is. He's a real Wayne.
They're really making you feel the distance of this world.
Yeah. This is a long journey.
Yeah.
We're almost at Crescent Island. When we disembark, we'll split into 2 groups. Celeste and I will form 1 group. Terra, you go with Locke and Shadow. If you spot the Espers, report at once.
Let's go.
There are many people in this world with no emotion. Don't forget that.
Yeah, what does he mean by that?
What a fucked up thing to say. Like, he's literally saying, many people like me don't feel anything anymore. And you need to never forget that.
Maybe he's like, stop thinking about yourself. Maybe think about me.
Think about me.
Who doesn't feel anything at all.
Except jealousy.
Extreme jealousy. Celeste is like, hey, Locke. Come on. Ignore her. We're being mean now. We're fighting.
Mm-hmm. Was that just in the middle of the journey that scene took place?
Yeah. Like right before we got to the destination.
Save. A chimera.
Yeah, that's right.
Welcome to the Chim era.
My name is Chim.
I'm the only person named Chim, and I've outlawed everybody else in the world. Well, let's take a call. No calls.
That is a really fearsome looking monster.
No calls.
Oh, right, I forgot, because everyone else is illegal.
And nobody else is named Chim. Oh, at some point soon we should try out that 2-player mode.
Oh, yeah. I wonder how that works.
We never do try out this 2-player mode.
Yeah, there's some kind of really basic second player option that I guess allows them to control something in battle.
We'll explain it in a second, but, like, the basic thing is that, no, we never did. Because every time we thought to do it, we were like, we'll do it later.
Yeah, who wants to do that?
Nobody. Let's just do it as we do it.
Yeah.
It was described to me in an email by a fan as being the perfect thing to shut up a little brother.
Right.
Which I think is great. Because I just needed to be shut up, you know? That would have shut me right up.
My little brother would never fucking watch me play Final Fantasy. He would be like, turn this off, and I would be like, no, and he'd be like, I'm leaving, I'm doing something else, fuck this.
I used to watch my brother play a lot of video games. Because I would say, like, we did it, and he would be like, yeah, we totally did it.
So we make it to a house in this new land, right?
Yeah.
Like we get off the boat, we walk inland, and we find a house with an old man in it.
In the haze of editing this, I was certain we had already collected this character.
No.
And I cannot believe we are just now getting Strago. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, this is Strago.
I keep opening these episodes saying, like, we're about to get to the middle of the game, and now I'm watching this going, like, there's so much left.
I know, and there really is. We're not going to get there for another couple of episodes. Or we might get there next week.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I was blown away as we were playing it about how much is in this game, and now on redoing it, I'm still...
You forget you forget all the pieces. You remember, like, the tent poles. You forget how many steps are actually
We're about to have an adventure that involves, like, semi-conscious fire. Like a whole thing.
That's right. Oh my God, we have a whole dungeon ahead of us.
We do.
Jesus, you're right. This is disorienting.
What you want with me?
Who are you?
This old guy who lives on the edge of town.
An elderly gentleman, pure of heart and learned in the ways of monsters. A new party member?
We haven't had an old guy yet. We had 2 old guys in the last game.
They was lousy with old guys. Strago. That's a great name.
Strago is a great name. See, I already want Strago in our main. We have more than 4 that I want always.
Yeah. Okay.
Espers, not really familiar with that word.
Okay. A generic old man.
Yeah. You know what? I bet Strago is Russian too. What's his name? Strago.
That sounds pretty Russian.
Strago.
I'm Strago.
But you've heard it before? He's like, no, nothing about Espers.
Nope. I can't say I have. Honestly, I can't say I have.
That's odd. This old guy is lying to us.
Not Strago. Grandpa. Who's saying Grandpa? Oh.
Out of the back room comes a little girl.
Yeah, this is Relm.
Mm-hmm.
Blue, 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 blue. Hey. What in blazes? What are you doing? In her pictures, she captures everything. Forests, waters, light, nude models, the very essence of life.
She's a photographer named Relm.
A photographer?
She's a painter.
She's a photographer. That's where my mind goes.
I mean, they have lawnmowers.
You're right.
Why couldn't they have a camera?
They could.
Huh. I don't remember this at all.
Who are these people? Friends? Can they use magic too?
What? Magic? What are you talking about? Magic's not real. I see why everyone in this town is being cagey. Because there's no magic in this world, and I bet all these people know the secret of magic, and they're
they're secret wizards.
Yeah, and you come into town, and they're like, "You strangers? No, unless you pay me enough." But we know.
Right.
We're the town of secret wizards.
Don't look over here. Everybody, turn off the wizardry.
Yeah, regular people come in and they get an alert and they're flipping over gambling tables and turning them into
they're turn the speakeasy into a library.
Yeah, exactly. They're turning wizard gambling tables into regular gambling tables.
Get rid of the magic dice.
Get some regular dice in there.
What a cute doggy.
Get away. He bite.
Go to your room.
I will not. What a fussy old man.
So here we have a very classic Final Fantasy scene where everything is kind of boring and there's a lot of arguing you're old, well you're young, and you're magic, no I'm not, and
never heard of magic.
And it's just kind of there's a bunch going on. Relm is excited to see Shadow's dog, and Shadow's he'll bite your head off, and it's just,
despite our poor voicing of it and the poor dramatic execution, there's actually kind of a lot to parse in this scene.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I won't go into it now, but this minor interaction between Relm and Shadow's dog is an important clue to
Yes.
Shadow's backstory.
Hold on to that in your mind.
Yeah.
I've talked before on this show about the least satisfying payoff ever. This one might actually be satisfying.
Yeah, and I mean, it's also the kind of detail they put into this game where if you were to play it again, the context of this scene would play out completely differently.
Yeah.
On first viewing, you're like, what is this nonsense? Why is this
the dog.
taking so long?
Yeah.
Oh, the dog followed her in.
Oh no.
Oh boy, seems to like your dog, mister. What'd you say your name was?
I have no name.
What a sweet puppy. Oh, see, that's the secret that Shadow doesn't want anyone to know, is that his dog is super loving. That's not actually the secret.
No, it's not.
We're not onto it yet.
And he loves his dog. Those emotions he can't stop. I can relate.
You try so hard to kill all of your emotions inside, Jeff, but you just can't hide your love for your dog.
I know.
No matter how hard you try to kill your inner life.
I do work hard at it.
Maybe Strago just talks like a normal guy.
Sorry. No problem. The dog usually doesn't like people, though.
Oh, I guess maybe the dog just actually is normally a killer, and she's like, huh, weird.
I think his secret is that he has emotions for his dog.
Oh, I'm sure he does. I mean, he doesn't seem to care that it's living with this little girl now.
I don't know.
Please excuse her, she's just young.
Let's go have a look around.
Oh, his dog's name is Interceptor.
Wait.
I thought it was Reaper.
So we start wandering around town.
Yeah, this not magic town.
Yeah, the obviously most suspiciously magic town of all time, where even the music is totally, like...
magical.
You don't walk into town and hear this music and go, like, I bet there's nothing up here.
Man, towns should have theme songs.
It should all be like
play.
Disneyland. There's, like, rocks that are actually speakers.
Yeah.
Whoa, man. Do you know how dystopian Los Angeles would feel at night if you were walking around and there was, like, pleasant music coming out of like a telephone pole on a street corner? You would just be like, oh my god.
Yeah. Well, we're headed in that direction, I'm sure.
I still think we should have it. I think it would be maybe cooler.
Yeah. So I walked behind this house, and this kid went like, whoa, what was that? Fire! Oh, he's casting fire. Fire!
Yeah.
So we're walking around town, and everybody's like doing magic, but then quickly hiding it.
Yeah, like we walk behind a house, and there's a kid who's like setting bushes on fire, but then he sees us and goes like, oh, I mean, that was not me. That's just a natural fire. There's like a woman who's like, her kid fell down.
Oh, more people.
What's going on back here?
More magic back behind homes.
Mama, it hurts.
Oh boy.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't.
And now she's like, shit, I gotta get the Band-Aids.
Right.
Because she can't use cure
magic. I can't cure her.
Medicine. Where is my cure medicine? Mama, please just use cure on me.
That's pretty funny.
Guys, A, you're doing a terrible job of hiding what's going on here. And
Is
B,
there a back door to
we
that?
also have magic. Like, magic? Wait, what is magic?
Oh my god. I get it.
I like how their plan is like, everyone be as suspicious and obvious about it as possible if anyone asks you about magic.
They should have regular drills.
They should just be like, if anyone comes in here asking about magic, just kill them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we go to sleep.
Once again,
we
in
go
this
to
chapter,
sleep.
the solution to progressing is going to bed.
And in the middle of the night, Strago bursts in, and he's like, guys, come quick. There's a big fire. Relm's in the building. The building's on fire.
Yeah, that kid who was practicing fire magic by himself, unsupervised,
it turns
started
out.
a big fire.
Yeah.
Relm's in danger? She was at a neighbor's house when a fire broke out.
Please, won't you help? Shadow is like, I only kill people. I don't save people.
Wake up. Shadow, wake up.
Literally does not get up for this.
Like, you guys go...
Interceptor, where are you? Oh, because the dog ran off because he likes the little girl, so he's like, fuck.
Yeah, he's like, I gotta...
Is this gonna be like a,
What's happening
the
right
professional thing?
Shadow's not even worried about the kid, Relm.
Right.
He does not give a fuck.
He's like, where's my dog?
Which-
Maybe my dog's in danger.
Watching, now that I have the knowledge of what happens later, I'm just watching all of it play out is like...
I mean, at this point, should we just tell people what that is then?
If they know, they know, and if they don't, they'll find out.
I hope this is fun to listen to.
We might just cut this, I don't know. But I think we should hold on to that. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a fire. And who was it that was just starting fires? I saw this kid earlier.
Oh.
My beautiful house.
Yeah, this place is more of a don't play with matches, don't play with fire spells.
Oh my god. Could someone cast ice, please? Flames be gone.
Wait a minute. You're not... Oh my god, you're magic?
Flames be gone.
That's the best spell. Flames begun.
Flames Begone, while a great name for a spell, is very ineffective.
Yeah, and like what's happening here is like this giant house is burning down and like collapsing, and Relm's inside, and Strago is the only one who's like, I don't care if they see me use magic. Like,
well, he's going, my granddaughter is burning alive inside, and the mayor's going, the rules!
I know, which
Strago,
is the
rules!
most fucked up thing about this is how half-heartedly they committed to the rules, but now that like this girl's about to die,
right,
all of them are like, I don't know, we do have rules.
Exactly.
Like maybe we should let her burn alive.
alive. Like, they all consider it.
Right.
They jump in and help in the end, but they all, like, seriously are just gonna let it happen.
And then they all get on board with Flames Begun.
Because, like, 3 random strangers who they know nothing about, who they don't know where they came from or where
who they could probably use a spell on to blank their memories.
Yeah, or to, like, freeze them in ice and throw them in the ocean.
Whatever you want to do, there's a solution to that problem.
But in the end, it wouldn't matter anyway, because they're 3 people who all have magic also.
Right.
So it's copacetic.
Which we could have, from the beginning, been like, hey, guys, it's obvious that you guys have magic. Check this out. Fire 1.
Exactly.
And then they would have been like,
yeah.
I didn't even realize. Welcome to our town. Would you like to buy a plot of land?
Exactly. Settle down here. All right. We really have no choice. Stand back. Yeah, here we go. Flying V of magic.
Oh, damn. Flames Begun.
Flames Begun. Flames Begun. See, if we all do it at different times. It's no use, the fire's too strong. I think that's because they're keeping so many fire rods in here.
What? Why are there fire
rods?
Oh, because the fire
They're just stockpiling them.
Right.
Whoa. So we go into the house, and it's like the walls are made of fire, and there's these little, like, sentient fires dancing around. It's kind of like when we had to avoid the rats on the catwalks above the stage.
Right, which I don't think we really described how that worked, but it's like one of the times where it's not just random encounters. There's, like, little
There's avoidable encounters where if you cannot walk into this ball of flame, you won't have a fight.
But also don't walk into the walls of fire, and it's a narrow hallway.
It's really hard to avoid.
You're not going to really avoid them. But it's a dungeon area. We got to go find Relm.
And you literally fight the fire. Like, the fire is a monster that's alive.
We do fight the fire with water, but
also with swords.
I bet you I would have liked to have fought the fire with fire. That would have been...
I bet it heals it. I don't think we tried,
does,
but I bet it...
They say fight fire with fire, man.
Yeah, I think they mean artillery, though, right? Is that not... That's not where that comes from?
That would make more sense than... Because I was always like, what a weird thing, because you're not going to put out a fire.
I don't think firefighters
that's what I always thought. The context
I don't
wasn't,
think
it never
firefighters
made sense
say
to me.
fight fire with fire. I think it's different.
You think that it's about a war thing and it has nothing to do with flames.
Yeah. Or like a metaphorical thing if somebody comes at you hard.
Right.
Like, let's say they're going ham at you.
Then you gotta go ham back.
You gotta fight fire with fire.
And then you burn the ham with the fire. I don't know.
But you don't fight actual fire.
You don't
with
actually...
more fire.
The fire extinguisher cannon doesn't flame throw.
No, although sometimes you do make controlled burns to stop fire from coming
That
further.
is true,
so
but that's a little different.
You can fight fire with fire.
Anyway, we're in the fire dungeon.
Oh boy.
Avoid the flames. Oh god.
Lore. Aqua Rake.
Is Aqua Rake what he was casting on the whole... Was that Fire Begun?
Brad, Fire Begun is not working. The only other spell I have is Tidal Wave. What do I have to do?
Exactly.
Relm, where are you?
We reach the center of the house where Relm is passed out. Mm-hmm. Flames totally surrounding her.
Interceptor is like trying to drag her to safety, but there is no safety to be drugged to.
Shadow's dog is helping out.
Mm-hmm. The dog is saving her. Shadow is here to save us. Oh, did you see that? He just flew through the fire and he killed all of it. This is weird, right? Like, we're literally fighting fire.
Well, when you set a place on fire, the fire becomes monsters that hang out in the fire, right?
He got us out by using a smoke bomb. He threw a smoke bomb on the ground like ninjas do, and we teleported out.
So you're telling me, in this house that's on fire, that is presumably full of smoke, you needed to throw a smoke bomb in order to get out?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's...
What?
It's like, also, smoke bombs are so that, like, people can't see you, you know, so you can get away. But we're not, like, being chased by anybody.
No, we're just in a house full of fire.
Yeah.
And smoke.
And Shadow throws a smoke bomb and takes us to safety somehow.
And I don't know if you've been in, like, any real fires ever, but the smoke is black. It is not white, and you can't see 3 feet in front of you.
I haven't been in a fire recently, no.
In college, I had an experience where there was a real fire in my dorm apartment building, and it was a ridiculous... we called it the Valentine's Day fire, because it was terrifying. It was on Valentine's Day.
That's a terrifying name for it, too.
Well, the thing was... All right, I don't know if I should tell this story, but I guess, fuck it, I will. Because I had this gravity bong at the time. I was a freshman in college, and I took like my go-to-sleep gravity bong hits.
Yeah.
And then I like stepped out into like
was this like a bucket in your room?
It was like a tub of water.
I think
with
maybe some people don't know what a gravity bong is.
You'll Google it. I don't need to describe it to you. It's a way to consume a really potent amount of marijuana in a very short period of time. So
it takes up a lot of space.
It's not a small thing. I didn't have it for long. But anyway, so I then like step out of my like personal apartment room, which is within the larger apartment, and I hear in the living room like some noise coming from the hallway, and I open the door and I look to my right and I look down the hallway and I see nothing, and I look to my left, and halfway down the hallway, like at the elevators, is a wall of black smoke that is coming directly at me, and it is like a direct, like a full wall of it, like in a wall that you would fight in Final Fantasy, but like of black smoke. That's the moment where all of the gravity bong shit hit me at once, and I was like, I had been trained as an EMT, and I was still certified as an EMT, so I felt like responsible in an emergency situation. And so I started just like getting everybody in the apartment building as best I could out. And I remember like banging on people's apartment doors who had locked their doors, and like I wasn't sure that they weren't in there, and I was like screaming, and I remember every time my fist hit the door, like my tension like ratcheted up more and more as like the black smoke was coming in. And I remember it was like me, the RA, and the guy who it turned out started the fire, as the last three people on this top floor where it happened, looking at each other like, I think that's everybody. And we like ran outside. And as soon as we got outside, I realized I didn't have my shoes or socks. I was in shorts and an undershirt. I was like ready for bed. I didn't take my keys or anything. And it was February in New York. And I wound up like running, like we were so far off campus, I had to like run to this building to get inside, and like I almost got like frostbite on my feet. It was like a fucking ridiculous adventure.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to. I forgot about all that.
But what was the gravity bong made out of? Like, was it like a 2-liter?
Yes,
that was cut in half.
Yes, it
was. And like a bucket of water.
Yes, it was.
Foil on top.
I don't think I put the foil
bowl?
On top. Oh yeah,
to like on the top of the 2 liters.
Yes, yeah.
Classic.
I didn't build it. I just owned it.
You're right.
So you don't need a smoke bomb if you're in a fire.
No,
it's already the smoke is already black.
Are you okay? Yes, thanks, Grandpa. I guess our town's little secret is out now.
We don't have to tell anyone.
Can everyone here use magic? What's going on here? This is the village of the mage warriors.
No way.
Long ago, humans used magicite to gain magical powers. Not anymore, not today. Nobody does that. They came to be known as mage warriors.
Legend time.
But I thought they perished centuries ago. You were supposed to think that. After the War of the Magi, the Espers fled to their new world behind the sealed gate.
Right.
They sent people to hunt us down like animals.
So they had a big witch burning situation.
Yeah.
I think we may be able to summarize this scene.
What a fuddy-duddy. So Strago just lays it out that this magic village is like the remnants of the people who were magic back during the War of the Magi, back a long time ago.
Right, and we still have some powers, but we were persecuted enough to go make our own village.
Weirdly enough, nobody brings up to him that, like, Terra has magic, and no one explains, like, they could be like, oh, that's okay, your secret's safe with us. Like, Terra has some secrets about magic. Like,
we've all
got
secrets,
magic secrets and stuff.
We've got secrets of all kinds.
But instead, they're just like, they just don't even mention it.
Yeah.
Anyway, Strago and Relm are like, we'll help you, but Strago's like, not you, Relm, you're too little.
But then eventually, it's one of those things where it's like, you can't come, but I want to come, but you can't. You're too young, or you're too old, or you're too whatever.
Right, so what she does
and then
is eventually she just stays home
they come.
and listens to him.
Oh, right, she does. Right?
Yeah, she just stays home, she doesn't follow us out there, and we don't find her in the cave.
She does, quote-unquote, stay home. And Strago comes with us.
Yeah. If they're here, they must be hiding in the mountains to the west.
What does that mean?
Yeah, why there? Those mountains have powerful magical properties.
Gotcha.
They say the Espers were created there.
What? Like...
By some sort of doubly ancient civilization that harnessed the power of magic and turned it into people called Espers. Maybe they're drawn to that place. I think it's worth a look.
So we're gonna go off to this Magic Mountain. We're going to Magic Mountain.
Six Flags.
But not before Shadow has a couple of last explanations of how
he just wants to make
cares.
sure everybody knows that he does not care at all.
Except about his dog.
Don't misunderstand me. You want to do it?
No, go ahead.
I just wanted my dog back. I'm not very good at it.
Going somewhere?
I'll search for the Espers
In my own way. He's gone again already.
Fucking the wind.
Interceptor. Okay. The mountains to the west, then.
To the Magic Mountains it is.
What?
So as we're like walking through the cave in this mountain, it's another one of these. It's like a mountain that's full of just a honeycomb of caves, like it's hollow. And every time you turn a corner, like Relm kind of like runs up to the edge of the screen. If you try to follow her, she like runs away.
She's not following us.
So
she's obviously
it's like from our point of view, looking down at the world, it's not even like subtle.
Right.
But to the I guess it's supposed to be sort of to the characters. They're like, "Whoa, what was that?"
What
and they
was
heard
that?
something, but
we're like, "Oh, there's Relm."
Yeah.
Huh.
Hey.
Come back here.
Hey.
Come on back.
Huh. Look at that.
In the center of the caves of the Magic Mountain is 3 strange statues.
Yeah, I think we're about to get the backstory on the 3 goddess statues.
Yeah, how it all began.
So now we're getting like the deeper legend.
The legend below the legend.
This is the legend below the legend of the War of the Magi.
I can't believe it. The statues. These statues? There's more statues in the world, guy. Some faint letters are carved on the back of these stone figures. Say, old man, what else can you tell us about these goddesses? They quite literally created magic as we know it. Zelda, we stole this from Zelda, or Zelda stole this from us, I don't know.
Something happened.
This is the tri-power.
The angle of 3's forced.
These represent power beyond all comprehension.
Okay.
So these aren't the actual statues that are the source of all magic power. These are like connected to them spiritually somehow.
Yeah,
maybe,
it's like, you know,
they're images of it.
Yeah, they're
whatever that
what do you
means.
call them? Icons?
Icons?
Or, like the Madonna.
Idols.
No.
Oh, not false idols.
Let me just look this up.
You know what I mean?
I think you call them Catholic icons, but it's like they're below God. You know, it's like a religious artwork. Yeah, like it's like, you know, portraits of saints and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, like
So that's what this is.
Yeah.
One of those.
so. This is kind of like Esper Church, this cave, right?
I guess.
That's why they're here. Is they're like the 3 statues. I like it there.
And we're like, legend has it, the statues are, I don't know, somewhere nearby.
Yeah. Strago's like, we don't know where they actually are. They're probably in the hidden Esper world.
Got to be in the area.
I'd say that they're beyond the sealed gate.
Makes sense. I wonder if the barrier that protects that place is generated by those stone goddesses.
So I guess that means that these statues are actually helping seal the real statues somehow?
Yeah, that seems like it's, you know, the crystals in the last game, how there were the above crystals and the below crystals, and they were all like satellite connected
to the moon
crystals. There might be some kind of statue network going on.
Statue network.
It's possible.
Phew, what a story.
Could be worth
Relm, just join our party. We have... Oh my god.
Wait, no way!
I'll be watching.
And right as he's done telling us the story, an old friend drops in.
Drops right on our heads.
These shiny statues are all mine! These get Siegfried's attention! Oh, they're glowing! They're beautiful!
Ultros mentions Siegfried there, and it's spelled with the Z.
Yeah, Siegfried being the non-story character that's sort of in this game, but not really.
Last we're tracking this in the Phantom Train.
Yeah.
Like back in episode 6 or something.
Yeah, but here again is another... We're just pointing this out because there will be more of it to point out as we go. More like stuff with this guy Siegfried that... I'm just going to tell you now, adds up to absolutely nothing.
Tracking a non-story is really hilarious.
But I feel like if we keep looking at it, maybe by the end we'll have something to say about it.
Could be.
But I don't know.
All right. But Ultros is a fan of Siegfried?
Well, here's the clue. He's saying that Siegfried will buy these from him. He's like, these will catch his eye.
What is he taking?
The statues. He's like, the golden statues, Siegfried will really like these.
What the fuck?
And it's like, what? But we know he's a treasure. He's been hunting treasure, but he's also a sword fighter. Because like the way when we found him before on the Phantom Train, he dropped in and he was like, that treasure chest is mine.
Yeah.
So maybe he's outsourcing treasure hunt. I don't know.
Ultros.
To Ultros, yeah.
And then he buys it from... I mean, it seems like a reasonable...
Okay, here's a random theory.
Okay.
Ultros knows Auser. We know this because Auser has a painting of Ultros.
And
Auser is like a high-end art dealer / buyer of antiques.
Arms dealer.
No, I mean like, you
Okay,
know,
right.
he lives near the auction house, like all the things that go up there. Maybe he could have something to do with
Auser is Siegfried.
No, I'm saying Siegfried is like the loop here is that Siegfried is like a treasure hunter who's going out and getting art and artifacts and stuff. Maybe that's how Ultros knows Siegfried is through Auser.
Okay.
That's all I have to say about it. I don't think it has any... I've got nothing else to say. I'm just saying there might be some kind of connection there.
You're right. Or maybe not.
Hey, Squidball, don't you ever learn?
You ruined my opera! Well, they always said I was a slow learner, but I eat fast!
That's too fun to do.
I was just thinking about you! I have more lives than I do arms! Which is one more, and it's the same amount as cats.
I'm gonna steal from Ultros. I want to morph too.
Oh, he's probably got some like sick opera jewelry. I hope you can steal like opera binoculars.
I hope I'm not making a nuisance of myself. So sorry!
Stole a white cape.
Nice.
The squid had a white cape.
From the opera.
From the opera, right?
Yeah.
It kind of
I'm
like I didn't get the opera
there's
goggles
some kind of...
or whatever. They don't call them goggles, binoculars. You know, yeah. There was, I think maybe. Do you think that was on purpose? Like he would wear a white cape to the opera?
I really don't know. Or that he is the Phantom of the Opera because he was in the rafters.
He does have like a fucked up face.
Yeah,
he might not for an octopus. Actually, he might just be.
Yeah, that's
maybe
true.
A very
he might be handsome.
A handsome octopus.
I mean, he's done well for himself for an octopus.
Anyway, we stole a white cape off him.
He's inching towards you.
Yeah, he's moving back and forth like a boxer.
Well, he's not in his seafood soup anymore. Oh no.
Grandpa, I'm here.
Relm drops in from the ceiling and is a part of the fight now.
Yeah, well, like I think like once you take down Ultros' health points, you then get like a cutscene where they teach you what Relm's ability is.
Right, but like the tone of this fight, which presumably whenever we fight this guy, it's theoretically to the death. Like we're not like holding back.
No.
But the tone of it shifts hard.
Yeah, it's always a comedy fight, though, with Ultros. He's always like, I'll be back, I'll see you again.
Yeah,
and
winky wink.
Until he's like, I won't see you anymore. Sorry.
I promise.
Relm, I told you to stay at home.
I could miss the chance to practice my drawing.
Why don't you pose for me?
I'm not one of your kitty friends. Don't talk to me as if I were. I don't want a portrait.
Oh, later on it's totally gonna be...
Forget it.
Paint me like one of your French girls.
The way this scene shifts is that Relm shows up and distracts Ultros by first saying, I want to draw you, and then when he's like not into the idea, she threatens suicide.
He's literally threatened suicide.
To like guilt trip him.
It's okay. I'll just jump down from here. What the fuck? No,
What?
you can't do that. She's gonna kill herself.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Whisper, whisper.
And we all kind of, like, play into it.
Yeah, like she threatens suicide in a way where Ultros must, like, really be blind. Because, like, she's like, I'm going to jump. And Tara's like, wait. And she's like, wait, hold on, Tara, I'm not really going to jump.
Right. And then Tara's, like, looks at Ultros like,
how dare you bother that little girl?
She's bothering
I'm not going to forgive you if you hurt her.
make her feel better, you know? Like, Ultros...
But what he didn't know is that once Relm draws you, a doppelganger of you shows up to kick your own ass.
That's how it works.
Well, what do you want I should do?
I was in the middle of killing
Ask her
you.
to draw your portrait, dude. He's gonna think about it.
He's thinking about it. Thinking harder. More thinking. A whole lot of thinking.
Oh, all right. Uncle Ulti really wants you to do his portrait.
Uncle Ulti?
He. You're gonna love it.
I love the unexpectedly nice bosses.
Yeah.
Now we fight again? Is this a fake battle?
Oh, she can sketch.
Yeah, Relm sketches Ultros and shows him the portrait, and in the middle of Ultros being like, I'm a wonderful being who can handle anything and be powerful, he looks at the picture and he's like, oh my god, I'm an octopus.
How can this be? I'm nothing more than a stupid octopus.
He saw himself.
Oh.
Yeah, he just passed the mirror test for the first time.
He passed the mirror test.
He does not like it.
He hates it.
Yeah.
Like so many of us.
Yeah.
We hate the fact that... Think about how much of a curse that actually is.
Yeah, don't show animals mirrors. I
Don't-
never thought about it, but don't put that on them.
No, I meant it's like a curse on us and everybody who does pass the mirror
I know,
test.
that's what I'm saying. Don't bring this black magic into the animal kingdom. They don't need to know.
Whoa. He just had a fully existential moment and then disappeared.
No, I'm just an octopus.
How could that be? I thought I was Ultros.
Hey, did you see me? I was awesome. Wouldn't I be more helpful than Gramps? Probably.
Probably. Pelham and poor Relm.
Right, it's totally the magic duo, but it's an old man and a little girl.
Yeah.
Like, meh. I know it's like technically animal cruelty, but I always think about how awesome it would be to have a hairless cat that has tattoos.
That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, you could never do it, and you never should.
There's no humane way to tattoo a cat.
No.
I mean...
No fucking
but,
way.
I mean, how inhumane is it, really?
Very, horribly. The amount of pain that you're putting this cat through.
You put it down. You put it under, you know?
And then it wakes up tattooed?
Yes. Exactly. And then it wakes up... It's sore everywhere. And probably covered in that weird tape bandage.
Right.
But it's fine. It's got covered in tattoos. It doesn't know what the tattoos are. It's not going to go like, oh, I hate skulls. Like, yeah, what would you get your cat tattooed with?
Tell us, audience.
No, I'm asking you.
No, what would I tattoo a cat
Yeah,
with?
what would you tattoo your cat with?
Like a full tiger. Like with the stripes
Yeah.
and the whole it's like a proper tiger.
All tiger, like Tony the Tiger.
Tony the Tiger.
All over.
House cat.
Yeah, that would take several sessions probably.
And you gotta go with the color.
Yeah, you gotta go back to this same tattoo artist like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, put your cat under multiple times.
You've obviously got to get a vet who's gonna help you do this.
Didn't you already go into that one?
No, I went into the top one.
Okay.
So one of the things about this dungeon is that this is a common thing in Final Fantasies. It was even in the first one, where there's like holes in the floor.
Yeah, the hole in the floor maze.
And you gotta like find the right hole to fall through to go forward. Usually if you fall through the wrong hole, you'll get like a treasure chest or something like that.
Yeah, if you're inexperienced, you'll fall through the wrong hole a lot of
Right.
times, but you want to try to find the right one. And then once you've found it, you can hopefully find the right
Jesus Christ.
Also,
Oh my god.
I would probably never actually tattoo a cat. I just want to make that
Yeah, like sketch. There's got to be a reason for this.
for
There has to be a
Ultros.
use for it. Besides
To
that,
show
she's like a
Ultros who
party
he
member,
really
maybe.
is. I don't know. I mean, I'm not that
Whoa.
curious about the deal with Gao.
Oh, Gao is awesome though. He does
does
so
seem
much
cool.
crazy damage.
Yeah.
Are these Espers?
So we've found the Espers, and what they are is a bunch of various-looking plushy monsters.
Yeah, it looks sort of like we're surrounded by Beanie Babies.
Right. There's like a cute fairy and
Little,
like
little
a
tiny dragon.
a cool like dinosaur that might have been out of Toy Story. Mm-hmm. Some like wolf character, but like a nice wolf.
We commune with the Espers.
This one's angry. Oh no, we're surrounded by cute stuffed animals.
Espers. I sense some immense magical power in Terra. It frightens me. It terrifies me. Bam!
Lux, I wonder if she's gonna go ballistic again. They're having some kind of psychic interchange, I bet.
We bolted the moment Terra opened the gate, but once in your world, we lost control of our powers.
It's convenient.
We completely leveled a city and took some innocent lives. It's so unlike us.
They're like, oh god.
It was our powers. They took over.
I don't know, man. We're gonna bring all these Espers with us all in one place. Why don't they just go home? Why don't we go back and say like, hey, why don't we tell the Espers the Empire is under control, you should all go back home, and then go tell the Empire like we solved it.
I mean, it's a workable plan.
Yeah, I mean, as I said earlier, I think the better plan even would be like, hey, Espers, let's go fuck them up right now.
Yeah.
But instead what we do is we bring all of them with us to General Leo.
Right.
And the Empire, basically.
I mean, that could work.
And we have like a conversation. What town is this in?
This is in
This is in
Thamasa.
this is in Magic Town.
Yeah.
We go back to the plaza.
This is
town
definitely
plaza.
a plaza. This for sure. I know it when I see it, and this is it.
And we meet up with General Leo and the Espers.
General Leo.
Locke, you're back, and you've made the Espers understand our desire for peace. I am General Leo. May I have your name, please?
Oh no. Don't start this.
I'm called Yura.
What if every one of those
that'd
little
be
monsters introduce themselves?
We have done something inexcusable to your people. This probably isn't the time or place to ask for your forgiveness, but
Speak no further. It is we who owe you an apology. We hungered for your power.
Man, I wish the last time I lost control of my powers and went ballistic the next morning went this smoothly.
You don't have any General Leo in your life.
That's true. What I've done is inexcusable. I've raised the bathroom in your apartment at least, possibly many other public restrooms across the world.
Well, that's unleashing your power.
Yeah. Please, blanket forgiveness. No hard feelings at all.
you must put all this behind us.
I believe our job is finally over. I, for one, could use some peace and quiet.
Yeah, this must be the end of the game.
Yeah, I know, right? We just brokered peace.
Let's return to Vector.
Town is named Vector? That's
Celis.
just no good. Kisses. Kisses.
Please, not another word. Remember when I ran away from you?
We're not fighting anymore.
Everyone's having their happy, we've reunited and finished it. Like, Locke and Celeste are back together, and all of the loose ends are being tied up, you know?
I really love the, like, turnaround on the Espers from, like, razing whole towns to the ground and murdering people to, like, oh, our bad.
Right, and then they're like, no, we're the ones who were, it was bad.
Yeah, and I love that their excuse, too, is just, like, we were, like, drunk or something. We didn't mean to.
And they're like, we really got you drunk.
Yeah, their excuse is like,
place.
we were going to kill all of you and take your power, but we've decided maybe not to.
Bye-bye. Credits. Roll credits. Game is over. Great. Final Fantasy VI was great. Oh yeah, we have to beat Kefka.
So the game isn't over because Kefka shows up, and he threatens everybody with some Magitech mayhem.
Hehehe, how about a little Magitech mayhem?
Which is not a good time.
It's not a good time. He's got a bunch of mech warriors, and they're suited up and ready to magic.
Ready to put their claws in the ground and shoot fire beams.
Exactly.
Kefka, what are you doing?
Emperor's orders. Behold, a Magicite motherlode. Oh my god.
Even more. He's gonna make all of these his Espers?
It was all a trick.
All of the Espers who are now our friends are suddenly, like, being turned into crystals and flying up to Kefka's pockets.
Yeah, it's like we promised nothing bad is going to happen to you. Why don't you just come with us into this slaughterhouse?
Exactly.
Like,
it's a ridiculous plan that worked perfectly for Kefka.
Wouldn't you know it?
Wouldn't you know it? I couldn't be more surprised.
Idiots. I don't care for the appearance of this pitiful little hamlet. So burn it. God, they're burning Magic Town. Kefka, no! Shut up. Boom, General Leo down.
Not the nicest guy in the game.
Not the nicest, no. Oh,
You know, I don't
what?
wanna call
Whoa!
Oh shit, we're General Leo?
Fuck you, Kefka.
Yeah, for a hot second, you get to play as General Leo. I think you can walk around and do some other stuff, but we just walk straight up and do the rational thing and talk to Kefka. Mm-hmm. So that's like it for us controlling General Leo.
yeah, it's strange. It's the only time that you're under control of somebody that is like not in your party.
Yeah, and then it's time to have a big showdown, General to General. Mm-hmm. Leo Kefka. The Rumble in Manila. What was it?
The Rumble in the Jungle?
No, the Rumble in the Jungle, but then the Thriller in Manila. That was
forget this.
Kefka, your behavior is dishonorable. I cannot allow this. Whoa.
Oh.
He just attacks and attacks and
Well,
attacks.
he's a general. He gets 4 weapons. Once you can hold 4 weapons at once and wield them perfectly, they make you general.
So Leo beats Kefka, but Kefka like runs off to the side and he's like fine, and he calls out to the Emperor, and the Emperor shows up to back him up.
I think it's a situation where like Kefka lets Leo think he's won, and then he's like, surprise, actually the Emperor is here also, and you're done.
Right.
You're done. You're done.
And even better than that, we have a new voice for the Emperor.
Leo, I'm sorry I deceived you. My purpose has been to gather magicite and grow powerful. Please understand me.
Oh no. What we have to do now is collect magicite.
But my liege, what have I been fighting for?
Leo. God, I can't fucking...
Leo, I'd like you to take a nice long snooze.
Oh god.
I think that's you. I think I've hit on something
Yeah,
here.
I think so too.
Jello pudding.
It's not even the
sleeper.
Emperor. What's going on?
I put a roofie in it.
So, you think you hit me? That was simply my shadow.
It did.
And now, how did you like my gestalt?
Oh shit.
I should have been on the stage.
Oh, he's just like had the ability.
Well, General.
So it's revealed that the Emperor that Leo was fighting, it's all just illusions. Like, Kefka's just toying with him. He's like
crazy
he's
magic.
like making a fake Kefka here and a fake Emperor here, and then he's pretending to be the Emperor, and Leo is like flailing around, and Kefka's like, I'm a big cat. I'm a big magic cat. You're a little mouse. You're a little non-magic mouse.
I like that he's almost becoming George H.W. Bush.
Well, yeah, I didn't go fully into the voice. I'm a big cat. Big kitty cat.
Watch me
Waiting for the
purr.
mouse. Check out my sweet tattoos.
You're such a goody two-shoes.
Shut up, Kefka. I oughta.
Oh man, there we go. Death.
Oh shit.
Hate. Hate. Hate.
Oh no, Zeromus is back.
There we go. That's what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As long as hate lives and someone is going mad with magic. Dance party. Whoa. Yes, I feel some incredible magic power here today. Wave after wave of pure magical energy. Oh, cheese whiz.
Feeling wave after wave of cheese whiz.
So we cut to the sealed cave again, which, if you remember, was resealed with rocks this time.
They Tetrised into place.
Yeah, and so they all explode and they fly away. So it's unsealed once more.
Right. It's going to be an Esper bonanza.
Mr. Gestal,
Wait.
tear down this wall.
Oh, more Espers are coming to help. They're like, we're gonna flood in and attack. There's so fucking many of them, dude. Look at how many there are.
Do we get all of them?
I think those are all thing. Yeah,
those are all
every
things?
single one we've seen.
I don't want to grind all those out.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, I kind of
Ultimate magic power. You want to grind all of them out on every character, Jeff.
Oh my
you
God,
know you do.
You know, you're right.
Now, little Espers, let's see what you got.
Wait, so he neutralized the Esper's abilities?
Yeah, all the Espers flew out at him, and he's like,
And
yeah,
he's
bring
like,
it on, bitch.
And now you are all crystals in my pocket.
Now they're all magicite. Collect them all, you know?
Yeah.
Pokemon.
These are Pokemons.
Pretty much.
All these monsters will be in my pocket. You can kind of still feel his heart beating in there because he's alive and all that. You know, he's alive in that crystal.
This is ridiculous. I had no idea you were such wimps. Please hurry, the voice is too much talking. I don't believe this. Yeah, I don't either.
Never saw it coming. Oh, here we are at the Tomb of the Sword.
It's General Leo's grave.
It's where we buried our sword when it died.
And that's episode 13.
Big one.
Yeah.
A lot went down in that episode.
It was a pretty hefty episode.
We're ending here looking at General Leo's tomb. Kefka
Yeah.
did kill him.
It's got a big sword in it.
They
so
buried
I thought
him
it
like
was
under a pile of rocks. It's
Yeah.
one of those graves.
Right.
An above ground one.
What exactly did happen in this episode? There was so much.
I mean, like, the biggest takeaway is, like, we learned that the Espers get their magic from the 3 goddess statues or whatever, which is
Right.
about to be really important.
Then the Espers are now all turned into magicite.
Pretty
and
much,
in
yeah.
Kefka's pocket.
General Leo is dead,
General Leo is dead, and we're mourning him.
because we knew him so well. We all knew General
We were
Leo
very
so well.
close.
I guess Terra and Celeste hypothetically do,
You're right.
but it never really feels like that.
You're totally right about that. Celeste in particular, I think, does really know him.
Yeah. But anyway, I mean, Kefka has, like, all of the power in the world at this point.
Yeah, that's where we're leaving this off.
Next week, the world is going to truly suffer for it, for allowing this to go this far.
That's exactly what's coming next week. Oh, let's do the billboard segment.
Oh yeah, we have one I'm very excited to see this week.
Yeah, I believe it's in the library in Thamasa.
Yeah, it's a private library in the Elder's house. I think he has a bookshelf.
Yeah, let's go to Thamasa, the magic town, and let's get into this elder's private library. Wow, there's a lot of old books in here.
Yeah, some of these look. I'm just gonna crack one of these open.
Whoa. Whoa. That book sings.
Oh, she's pretty good.
You're right. Close the book. Close the singing book. Yeah, these books, like, it's got that smell of old magic book.
It
you
does,
know?
and they're all handwritten.
What is... I don't think that we should touch that one. That one's like a Necronomicon.
That one looks like it's made out of skin.
Yeah.
And they all have this beautiful calligraphy in them, too, all of these books. Handwritten, almost.
Yeah, the calligraphy is beautiful, and... Oh my god. I didn't realize it because it's like the whole wall, but look at this billboard.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, this village elder must have been hard up for cash. It's like he sold ad space in an entire wall of his house.
To himself? I don't understand the logic of this, but
Well,
alright.
in the Final Fantasy world, you can come and go from anyone's house, so it's all kind of a public area.
You're right. Well, the billboard is a beautiful looking fountain pen.
Oh, yeah, it's all marbled up and down.
Like, this must have been handmade and handcrafted. And the slogan is, Newton Pens, make your dream pen a reality.
Yeah, and it's written, once again, in beautiful red calligraphy. Amazing penmanship.
Incredible. I want to know more about this. Should we go back to the
let's
studio
go back and look at this?
Look this up online?
I want one of these pens.
Yeah, these look incredible.
My own magic book.
Okay, so now we've looked it up on the website. It's called newtonpens.com, Newton pens.com. It seems like this guy makes personalized pens or just incredibly nice fountain pens.
Yeah, he makes handmade, handcrafted fountain pens, and it looks like he also raises money for scholarships.
Yeah, he gives
to
out
send kids to college.
Some scholarships through the money that he raises through these pens, so it seems like it's not only do you get an awesome pen, but you actually can support a good cause.
Yeah, friend of the show, friend of education, friend of penmanship, friend of calligraphy, friend of art.
Friend of all of them.
Friend of all kinds of great things. So go to, what is the website one more time? NewtonPens.com?
NewtonPens.com.
Go to
Get yourself an awesome fountain pen.
Yeah, or if you need a gift for somebody, this would be a great graduation present.
This really would be a great gift.
Yeah.
I want to write with these pens.
I know, I'm looking at these videos going like, I want to learn calligraphy and penmanship.
Fuck Bic.
Cramping all of our handwriting style for how long?
No.
Not even grips on most of those pens.
No, you want something real nice. And if you do, head on over to Newton Pens. And thank you to Sean Newton for this billboard.
Yeah, thank you.
If you're interested in a billboard, just email nocatpodcast@gmail.com with the subject line billboards. We'll figure all that shit out.
Yeah.
With that, please rate and review us on iTunes and Apple Podcasts or whatever the fuck you can.
Yeah, any fucking app you use to download this stupid show.
If you want to support us,
go there.
Go to patreon.com/nocat. That's NOCKAT. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter @NoCatPodcast. We have t-shirts for sale.
We are selling shirts.
Yeah, go to noonekannowabouttthis.com and click on the t-shirt link, or go to etsy.com and type in NoCat. You should find it that way. And then, what the fuck else? There's this wrap-up is always such a pain in the ass.
You want to just make a checklist?
I should make a checklist.
We can just hit them.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it should be second nature, but I think I've hit them all.
You know, we appreciate you listening, and we very much are excited to get to the exciting parts of this game.
Yeah.
It's a ton of work to do this, but we really enjoy doing it for you guys. So.
We do. So...
And now...
And now, a clip that we thought you would enjoy.
And now, here's Johnny.
Right, because we're not going to do ripoffs for whatever we're going to call this last tag. This clip that we put at the end of the episodes, we're not going to do a ripoff. So with that said, here's Johnny.
I still contend that the next time on being a non sequitur is not ripping off Arrested Development.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's a similar thing, but it's... Yeah. But I think they weren't even the first ones to do it.
Well, then let's just go back to that.
No, let's not.
Next time. Here's a little taste of the next time.
Here's a little taste.
Here's a little taste
to keep you going.
Here's a little taste to keep you going.
Yeah.
Of no one can know about this.
Uh-huh.
I think that's it.
That's it. Thanks for listening to our creative process.
That was a little taste of our creative process. Here's a little taste of some more no one can know about this.
I'm just realizing, like, I have a feeling where there's a lot of game left.
Oh yes.
There's like a lot left.
Oh my yes. There's.
I've been playing a lot of it. Like, I was like, oh yeah, we're pretty far, and I'm just like, wait, no, I don't think we are.